Hello there. So this is Barb, and I wanted to do the quick video from our team meeting. These projects that you see are what you have in the kit that is mailed to you if you purchase the project kit for the team meeting. And this is what they used to create at the meeting. And we used, I'll bring these back and as we go along at the end, but I'm going to remove these because I want to show you what we actually, the stamp set that we used at the meeting is from A Million Thanks card kit. I just checked this before I made the video, and this is currently not available. So if you wanted this one, you'll have to wait till it comes back in stock. But this is beautiful, you guys. So if you don't already have it, I have an alternative with a different stamp set that we're going to create these cards that I just showed you. But that's the kit that I used. Now let me show you these cards, and then these are the stamps that we used for the team meeting projects, and that I have the samples I just showed you. But here are the cards from the card kit, and I think I might have showed them on the meeting video. It looks like the light is not very good because this is actually orange, and I don't know if I can get this lighting to be, there we go, that's a little better. But anyway, so there's one card, and these are all the pieces that come in the kit. I didn't do anything extra on these. And then these flowers, see, they're raised, and so it's really cool. This is a great kit. I love this, and I love the thank yous. This is paper instead of ribbon. And these dots do come with the kit too. So when it's back in stock, grab it up. Hopefully it'll be back before the bow goes off at the end of the month. But if not, it's still a wonderful, it's really a nice card kit with the parts and pieces you get. So let's get to the projects. What I've decided to do, which is a stamp set that most of you probably have, I am going to go ahead and do alternatives, exactly what you have in your kit, but I'm going to use Shaded Summer, okay? You can use whatever sentiment set you have. I thought this was a good one because of the size of the words, and I have these little flowers that we can do some other things with. So hopefully this is a great one. So if you're watching this on YouTube, this video is a little different because I did these projects with my team, and I decided to do an alternative, and I wanted to share that on YouTube with those that have subscribed with me. So hopefully you'll enjoy these. Again, this is Barb Ryder, independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in Michigan, and I go live on Facebook every Thursday at 7 p.m. unless, you know, life changes something for me. But join me there. Why don't you go over there to Facebook and make sure to follow my page, Stamp with Barb. All right, so we're going to go ahead and do this with Shaded Spruce, or Shaded Summer. The two ink pads that we're using for the projects coordinate with the designer paper that I'm using, and it is the Awash designer paper. But we're going to be using Evening Evergreen and Blushing Bride. I can't read that one, but that's the two inks that you'll need for these projects. If you're creating them on your own and you don't have the kit to make them, okay? All right, so we're going to start out. The first one we're going to do is similar to this. So I'm going to leave that there, and then we're going to go ahead and use the other stamp set to create these projects, okay? So let me just grab some things that I'll need here. And this right here, we might not really need this too much, but okay. So the first card, where's my kits? Right here. All right, so here's my first kit. And these are the parts and pieces. Now, I did use the, mine's going to be a little different. I'm going to piece this together, but you guys have your whole strip, so you're good. But I just use my leftovers. I'm going to piece it together. The dies that I used for this right here, for the whole, all of the sentiments, came from Christmas season. There are some wonderful dies in here, not just Christmas, but look at all these dies. You've got 3, 4, 5, 6 that you can use for sentiments. All right, so that's where I got the all of the, you see all the dies that you're gonna stamp on. That's where I got them from. Okay, So there's also a piece of white that goes in here, which I didn't put one in mine apparently. So we'll go from there. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and put this beautiful color down. This is rich razzleberry. It looks, that looks like rich razzleberry. You can also use blackberry bliss if you want, but this is going to go on first. So let me grab my adhesive, and this will go down first. And I chose the shaded summer because of the flowers. There's flowers in there, and those sentiments are very versatile that are in there. There's also dyes that go with that too, if you haven't realized that. So what you're going to do here is we are going to stamp closer to the edge because we're going to cut some of this off. And I'm going to use Evening Evergreen. And the first sentiment we're going to use is, oh no, that's not it. Let me get right here. It's Love You Friend. That's the first one I'm going to use. So let's just ink that up. And that's going to get stamped kind of right here in the middle. And it's a little crooked, but I think it's okay. And the other reason that I chose the shaded summer is because of the flowers that are in there, and I'm going to use the one, hang on here, I didn't put it on a block. Let me grab it real quick and put it on a block. Okay, I'm going to use this one so I can use some of the little sprigs up there. Let's grab this here, and let me put this, there we go. All right. So I'm going to go ahead with the Blushing Bride, and like I said, I've only used 2 colors here, which work out great. I'm just going to get this little corner piece here, and this little flower, but I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to stamp that like right there, just to give me something, because this is a pretty big piece. Now again, this is a little different than what they stamped at my team meeting, because we did these projects at the team meeting. There we go. I just want to add a little color. I'm going to put a gem right here, so that's the reason I'm not going to go any further with that. Maybe I'll get a little bit of a sprig, and let's get some there. Right there. Okay? All right. You can do what you want, but I just wanted to add a little something. So let's get that out of the way. So what you would do is, if you have the thanks kit and you want to do it exactly like this, you're going to stamp the one that says A Million Thanks, and that's from the Million Thanks card kit that you may already have or you don't. Okay, I just thought I'd give you guys a little extra way to use different stamp set that you might have. And again, you can use whatever sentiment you might already have. Okay, so we got that one. So let's go ahead and put the card together. So what you're going to have is actually, like I said, you have a full piece here, but I'm going to piece mine together. So what we're going to do is, this is kind of going to go towards the bottom of the rich razzleberry. So let's put this piece down first. Okay, and I'm going to put it so that I have a little bit of a, just like that. Okay, and then let's grab another piece here. These look like they're a little bit bigger. They are. And I just need to cut that. And it's going to be underneath, so I'm just going to use freehand and go for it, there we go. Let's just cut that, and that way. There we go. All right, see, you just find ways that when you've used all the paper that you have to create the kits, this will work for me. Again, yours is going to be one long strip, so you don't have to worry about that. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to take the piece of ribbon that you have, the sparkle ribbon. This is the organdy ribbon, and you're going to put that on the back here. So let me grab my mat, my silicone mat, And again, we're going to be cutting some of this off. So I'm just going to come on the edge, about right there. And then I want this piece to, let's move this. Okay, I'm just guessing how far I want this to be, and this is going to come about right there, but I think I'm going to want it the whole edge. So let's go ahead, put that all the way to the edge, and I want this to the point where I can catch it, you know, my adhesive I put on the back here, but I'm going to come back a little ways. This is probably the most difficult to have to explain, I think. So, all right, come on, there we go. And I got to come down a little bit because I want this like right up here. There we go. I want a lot of that as much as I can to show. There we go. All right, following what I'm putting down here. See that? Okay, and so that's going to go down right here, and it is flat, so this will go flat. So I just caught the edge. Let's go ahead and adhere this down. And bring that down this way a little bit, because we're going to cut it off. We're going to cut off this extra, okay? There we go. Just a little design in there. Okay, there we are. Now let's turn this over, and we are going to go ahead and cut this off. Okay, done with that. Okay, just like that. Now I might put another gem there. I don't know. You have gems that you can do 2 gems. Let's go ahead and finish out. This is going to get popped up with some dimensionals, so you'll need some of those. So here, and one more there. Okay. I keep saying okay. How about that? All right. So you'll put white on the inside. This is just going to go right here wherever you would like. And you can put it all the way to the edge, or you can put it to the edge of the designer paper. But there you go. Okay. Now let's grab some gems. You'll have gems that are the iridescent rhinestones. If you're doing this from the card kit that for my team, if you're creating these on your own, hey, use whatever works, you know. But these just go so well with this paper. So I'm going to take a medium. Well, I guess these are all the small ones. Okay, I got 2 small ones right here. So let's grab this one, and we're going to put that right there. And then let's go ahead and take this other one that's here. And how about put it down there, because I've got the stamping otherwise. Might wanted to have another little something there. So I'm going to go back and do that. All right, let's go ahead with this and get that flower piece again. All right, let's go back with this flower. I'm going to ink up a little bit more there. Let's see how this works, okay? So, there we are. Come on, do it for me. Beautiful. All right. So now I've just got that little saying right there. Of course, you can use whatever saying you want, but that's the one I thought would fit the best to go across there. That is pretty wide. I guess you could, any of these might fit there. So, all right. There's card number 1. Okay. So this is what we did in the team meeting. This is the one I just created using the shaded summer. All right. So card number 2. This is card number 2 that we did at the meeting. And let's pull those pieces here. So I've got white. I use the color and contour as the dye. I also used, oh my goodness, this is one of the new punches I use with some of the designer paper. And again, this is from the Christmas season. You'll have your piece already done for you that's going to go around here. And then these just go together. So let's go ahead. This is going to go on first, okay? And mine just barely fits because I ran out of ribbon to create my kits for myself. So let's see here. Let's go this way. This just wants to pop up the tall way. So how are we going to put this together? Well, this is going to, these guys, you know, this stamped piece is going to go over top of this. So I'm going to use a little adhesive on this. Bring back my silicone mat really quick. Yeah, so if you're watching this on YouTube, again, this is a little bit different than, you know, some of the videos I do. However, I wanted to just share this with you guys because these are great cards to use with any sentiment or kit or whatever that you have. So let's put a little adhesive there and put that down. All right, so this is ready. I'm going to go ahead and put this onto the die cut. It's so gorgeous from that Color and Contour bundle. And this is just going to go right inside the square like that. Okay. And then you're only going to have a little bit of this blue showing, but let's go ahead and stamp this first. And again, all the stamping I did was with the Evening Evergreen. Let me move that so you can see. This is the one that we did for with the card kit sentiments. This one I am going to use Above and Beyond. You Go There a Lot, I think. Let me see. That's really what I want. Or maybe I'll do the Happy Birthday on this one. Yeah, I think I'll do the Happy Birthday on this one instead. I had Above and Beyond is You Go There a Lot, but let's do this. Bring this over here so I can get it stamped. Make sure I've got the right side up. Yeah, okay. All right, so let's do this. Let's put this like right in the middle, like that. And we're going to put gems on here, so I'm good. I don't have to do anything else. This is actually going to get mounted onto the blue punched piece. And again, you're only going to have a little bit of that blue showing through. Bring it up here, but I'm kind of matching up these edges with those points on that blue. But see there, you just have a little bit of blue showing, which is nice. And then when you put this together, because you have ribbon there, I'm going to suggest not putting your dimensionals across the middle because they don't like to grab the ribbon. So I'm putting one on the top and one on the bottom, like that. And then this is going to go over top right here, kind of like that. Okay, there we are. And let's go ahead and, oh, you know what? I missed, oh, darn it. Okay, let me see if I can pop this up really quick. Okay, I missed, let me find my sponge dauber. You want to, I thought something looked a little off. Okay, so before you put this down, doggone it, and again, I don't edit my videos, so we're going to wing this, and we're going to go back and put this on in after. There, thank you for not ripping on me. Okay, I don't have the sponge dauber with me because it's out on my table. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this, here's another way to do this. Just take this and just kind of roll it in your ink pad so that you have color on the outside of your sentiment, and it's going to show up better. It's really going to show up much better. Okay, there we go. Now you could use a sponge dauber to do this too. All right, good, got that done. Oh, forgot to really pay attention to details. I should know better than that. All right, let's go back. Let's put this back on here. And again, this, I'm just going to line this up. My adhesive should be just fine that I still have on here. There we go. All right. Now, can you see how that shows up a little better? The gems are going to make it show up nice too. So let's go ahead and put this back down. Goodness, how about that? All right. Ta-da! All right, let's go ahead and grab some gems. And we're going to do 3 of them. So grabbed a medium. Let's go right here. And then a small. Oh, let's say right here. And then let's go ahead with another medium or whatever you have. I think you have another small. We're going to go right there just to give that a little bit of bling on the front. Okay, and then this is going to get mounted with dimensionals onto the card base. So I think I'll just use up some of what I got here, these outside edges, right? Love the outside edges. Make sure you use all your parts and pieces of your dimensionals, right? Okay, there we are. And I just clip them. It's easier to get them off of here when you clip them like that, except for if it's a bad batch where you have to be careful that it doesn't pick up the paper. There we go. All right, there. And there. All right. So, doing these alternatives, it just gives you something different, you know? And a lot of times, if you don't have the stamp set that I create with, it makes it difficult. And so this is a great class that you could do or mass produce with any sentiment set, especially if you don't, the ones that we did in our meeting, it had the thanks a million as the sentiment. All right, and that just gets put right centered onto your card base. All right, and so there's card 2. So there's the difference. Okay, there we are, card number 2. Okay, next. Now, this one, see there, and I'll show you how to do this on the background with the ribbon, but I don't want to forget, I got to do the outside edging on that one. So let me grab my packet for this one. Okay, there we go. So we're going to be putting these 2 pieces together. So this is the back side. That's the back side of that one. Again, this is Blushing Bride, is the color. That's why I chose that ink that I did. Let's go this way. And that's just going to get, you know, kind of down towards the bottom, leaving a little bit of an edge all the way around. Okay. I'm wondering, can you see better if I do this? I don't know. It's hard to tell. There we go. All right, so there's that. So this can get mounted onto your card base. So let's just go ahead and do that. And again, this one is going to fold horizontal. So this gets about a, you know, it's 5 1/4 by 4 is what the designer paper is. And so let's do our stamping and our coloring with the ink pad. So let's go ahead. I'm going to do the same thing. I don't have my sponge dauber right here. So we're just going to do it this way. And again, I'm just going to take this and just kind of lightly go around the edges. I'm not swiping it because it will cut your pad, your sponge pad, if you were to like roll the, you know, slice it like that. So I don't want to do that. Okay, so there's that. And, oh, I do still need this because I'm going to use this flower. And bring this in here. See how there's some cute little flowers? Now this little flower comes in the Million Thanks stamp set. So I'm going to do this top flower here. And I guess I need to do the sentiment first. So let's do that. And the sentiment I have for that one is the above and beyond, or no, this one here. Because it's longer, I think we'll do this. May the good you do come back to you. And just ink that up. Alright. And let's kind of stamp that in the middle. Top. I'm going to go kind of more the top middle. Okay. And now I'm going to take this flower and stamp it. Okay. Alright, so what do I got there? I got a little bit like this. So let's do that. Pretty. And let's go with the little bit of the leaves and the sprigs. And let's make sure I'm inked up there, yeah. Let's put that here. That looks good. I don't think I'm going to do any more. I think I'm going to leave it like that. And let's do this ribbon. Show you how to do this ribbon. Okay. So, you have 2 pieces of ribbon. And what you want to do is put some adhesive on the top and on the bottom. Okay? And you're going to take this ribbon and you need 1 piece to stick up and then 1 to make a loop. So here's this one. So let's do this. Oops, there we go. So this needs to kind of stick up on the edge there. And then I'm just going to take this and wrap it, making a loop so that I have a nice little loop, and then stick this side down. Okay? I can come up a little farther with my loop. There we go. Alright, so there's the top part. You're just going to do the opposite. You're going to do the same thing over here. So you can turn it over and put your 1 piece like that, and then make your other loop just like that. And there you have both sides. Okay? Alright, so now this gets popped up. And so what I'm going to do is actually take my dimensionals and secure this a little bit. Just put it part on the ribbon and part on the paper, just like that. Do that on both of these where the ribbon is at. Yeah, this was not this. I don't know if this batch of dimensionals got too hot or what happened exactly, but they're kind of odd. Pulling it off. It wants to peel the paper up at the same time. So, all right. Okay, so I've got those secured a little bit, so I'm going to go ahead and put 1 here. And, goodness, come over there. Right there. Okay. All right. So that is how you do it. Now, let's go ahead and put this onto the front of our card. And this is pretty simple. I guess the hardest part is really, to me, the hardest part is deciding what stamp set to use. Okay, so I think I'm going to put that, just like that. So pretty. There we are. All right, got that. So it's not coming over the edge. Put it in my envelope. Now this one I did use the bigger gems. So let's go ahead. Let's grab a big one here, and let's come over here and a large one with my pick tool. Let's put a big one up there, and then just grab a couple. Here's a medium. I'll grab maybe with my sticky. There we go. And let's see. Let's go right here. Let's go right there. And then a small one. I like that. And one more more small one over here. Okay, now you could of course add those wherever you'd like, but that just kind of spreads out the sparkle a little bit. All right, so that's card number 3, and let me do the comparison here for you. So if you have the stamp kit, this is what you'll end up with there, and then this is using the shaded summer. Okay, and the last one is super easy, but I have to tell you, your kit is a little different than what the sample is. So let me show you. Here's the kit that you're going to get. Okay, you're going to have the 3 blue sparkle gems, and then you have these pieces right here. This designer paper is such that one whole 12-inch side has these flowers about this long, all on the bottom, and then, well, let's see, is this the other side? No. And then it's the same at the top. So in order to create these, if I were to create it like this, and I'm going to show you, this is the one I initially created and realized that I didn't have enough designer paper to do that. So I came up with this design, which I actually think is prettier. So yeah, you're going to have these pieces, and you're going to stamp on your designer paper. So let's do that. Let's go ahead, and we're going to use the evergreen. Now this one, again, use the thank you. We're going to use the above and beyond because it's a little bit wider. And you know, another stamp set I almost used, but it didn't have the width that I was looking for. But let's go with, where do I want that? Yeah, I'm going to go right here with this. Above and beyond, you go there a lot. Okay. And that's it for the stamping. And then now this is going to, you're going to have your ribbon with your little bow on there. That's just going to go on the bottom to give you some sparkle down there. So let's go ahead and put this down. Where do I? Okay, about like that. Okay. Oh, see that? See this back piece we used on card 3? The other side of it is where you have the flowers at one end and opposite ends with a bunch of white in the middle. Okay. So, okay, there's that. Now this is going to get mounted on the balmy blue, and of course all these colors. You can see them on the designer series paper packet. You can look and you can tell by what you see in here, but that's how I chose the colors. So the green here, I'm going to put this across, and you'll see the comparison, but I think mine turned out prettier. All right, so this just kind of goes in the middle, and that's just going to go right straight across your white that you have, your white piece. And if I can get it straight, let me do this so I can get it straight and see what I'm doing here. There we go. All right, there we are. And then this piece is just going to go flat. It will mail easier the less dimensionals you have, I guess. All right, and so this is going to go here, just like in the middle there, and leaving a little bit of white on the top and the bottom. Isn't that pretty? I think. You can tell me what you think in the comparisons here. All right, so this is going to go this way. Let's get that down here. Okay. All right, and last but not least, we're going to put those gems on here. And that's the blue ones that are in your packet. So let's go ahead. You've got a large one, and we're going to slide that baby off of there. Let's put the big one here, and then the 2 other sizes over here. Oops. How about if we just leave it there? And then grab this. These little, these guys are a little bit harder to get off the paper, I think, than the other one. Okay, and let's, what should we do? There. Trying to decide. Maybe I need to move this one, I think. I think we're going to go like that, and then I'm going to, this is a trick I learned, that if you just take your little pokey tool and you just very gently, nicely, sorry about moving the camera, but if you just take this and you just, you know, are gently trying to pull this up, make sure that you have your sticky still on the back of there. Shoot, alright, let's get it. Alright, well this one, let's see, I want to just come up here a little, that's where I like that better. Okay, there we go. Get this piece out of the way. So, comparison, this is the one I came up with, being able to maximize more of the paper, so because I had so many kits to do. And then here is with the Million Thanks kit, and then using it a little longer. So, there you go. All right. So, there are the projects that we did at our team meeting. And again, there's card number 4. Here is card number 3. Card number 2. And card number 1. Okay? So I hope that this gives you another idea of using a different stamp set to create the cards, or if you have the Million Thanks kit, you can go ahead with that. But I hope you enjoyed this, and make sure to subscribe and hit the bell if you're watching this on YouTube, and then if you're watching this in my team page, I am so appreciative of every single one of you guys, and I hope that you'll come up with some other ideas using this great layout and just using sentiments. All right, thanks so much. Bye-bye.